What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Marketing Reseller podcast. And today, guys, I want to challenge you to do something. I want you to go find something hard, and I want you to do it. Okay? Find something that is difficult and just go and do it, right? So I actually have a story for this, and this kind of bleeds into the consistency and mental toughness part of what I learned through going through 75 hard and all of that. So the house that I'm currently living in, we're currently renting because we just moved into a new area, and we came to check out this house that looked like a pretty good prospect for us to live in, right? So we show up, and we tried to get in, right? It was through Rently and all of that. They gave us a code. The code didn't work, and then I had to call somebody, and then they couldn't help me, and then I had to call somebody else, and they couldn't help me, and blah 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 blah, right? And then I was getting a little bit frustrated, right? Because this was getting a little bit difficult. This was getting a little bit hard. All I wanted to do was see the freaking house, right? That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to go in. I wanted to do a thing. Now we could see the house through the window a little bit, so that was kind of nice. But something clicked in my brain as I was doing these phone calls. And I was like, you know what? I guarantee you, nobody else is going to put in the amount of effort that I just put in to get this place to work. And we actually really did like this place. And we're actually in it now, right? But it clicked in my brain that, this rental company had effed up. They wasn't working out, and they were making it very difficult to actually rent the place because nobody could get in, right? So I actually took this as a challenge, and it kind of just clicked in my brain. I was like, nobody else is willing to go through this amount of turmoil and just like dumb idiocracy that's happening here. You just can't get the code to get into the house, right? And I was like, you know what? But I'm willing to. I actually like this place and I want to get in. So here's what, I went through and I was consistent. I went through about an hour of phone calls, and then we actually ended up leaving. And then I followed up with them again. And I was like, hey, do you got the code for me now? And they were like, yes, we have the code for you. And I was like, okay, great. Let me see the house. And that's what I came and did. I wrote them an email. And then, we got the place. But guys, one thing I noticed is on Rently, it shows you how many times the house has been like visited and stuff like that. And it had been visited over 20 times, like just within the short time that I was, looking at it. And, but that went ahead and told me it was like, these guys weren't willing to deal with that issue. And it was probably just a very small issue that just needed to be pointed out by somebody, but they probably just didn't have the tenacity to go through with it like I did, right? So I put it upon myself to do this really hard thing that was being very difficult, that most people would have given up on. Even my wife was like, Chris, don't worry about it. Like, this is, it's just not working out. It's not in the cards. And I'm like, no, Taylor, this is an opportunity because nobody else is willing to put in the amount of effort that I am to get into this place. And I was like, do you like this place? She's like, yeah, I do. I really do. And I was like, okay, I'm going to put in the work and I'm going to go through all the hard stuff to make it happen because I know nobody else is willing to do that. And guess what happened? About 2 weeks later, I got the house. And mostly because nobody else was willing to deal with the bullshit that came with trying to get into it. So guys, today I challenge you guys. If you come across something hard, don't just like brush it off. Don't just give up. What I want you to do is I want you to go full force into it. And here's why. Is because if you decide to go do something hard, most people here, let me start here actually. Guys, most people in life are going to take the easy way out. That's what they're going to do. They're going to take the easy way. But if you decide that you want to be great, you're going to do the hard things. Everybody goes the easy route. But if you go the opposite way and you take the hard route, and you're going to learn more than they ever could along the way. You're going to learn more than they ever could. So I challenge you guys, whenever you're faced with adversity today, whenever you're faced with something hard that comes along the way, I challenge you to take that challenge head on and do the hard thing that nobody else is willing to do. And at the end, you're going to feel much more accomplished. Your set point in your confidence is going to go up, and you're going to be looking for the next challenge, and then the next challenge, and then the next challenge. And then after a while, you're going to get really addicted to that challenge. So that's my challenge for you guys today. Go out and if something hard comes along your path, or you can actually go out and just find something hard to do, right? I mean, that's what I did whenever I figured out Google Ads for phone flipping. I knew it was hard, but I stayed consistent with it because I knew nobody else was willing to put in the effort to learn it like I was. So go out, find something hard, and do it. And you're going to feel amazing afterwards once you've accomplished whatever you set out to do. That's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next podcast.